There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. Your plans fall apart, your du'as seem unanswered, and your heart quietly asks, "Why is this happening to me?" But what if every delay, every heartbreak, and every hardship was not a sign of Allah's neglect, but His preparation? Sometimes Allah withholds what you want to give you what you need. He is shaping your heart, strengthening your patience, and preparing you for blessings far greater than you can imagine. The journey may feel painful right now, but it's part of a divine process designed specifically for you. Allah's silence is not absence. It's a sign that something beautiful is being written behind the scenes. So, if you're in a season of waiting or difficulty, don't lose hope. Stay patient, because what Allah is preparing for you will be worth every tear, every test, and every moment of trust. 1. Tests are preparation, not punishment. When hardships come, our first thought is often, "Why me?" But in truth, every test you face is part of Allah's loving preparation. Allah doesn't burden a soul beyond what it can bear, which means every challenge that reaches you is carefully measured, not to break you, but to build you. Through trials, Allah polishes your heart, strengthens your patience, and molds your character for the blessings ahead. Just as gold is refined by fire, believers are purified through hardship. The pain you feel today is shaping you into someone capable of carrying the weight of what you once prayed for. If life were always easy, faith would remain weak and untested. But through loss, struggle, and waiting, your heart learns dependence on Allah alone. So, when you're tested, remember, it's not a sign of Allah's anger, but His attention. He chooses to prepare you because He intends to raise you. 2. Allah's plan is perfect. Sometimes what we plan for ourselves feels right, yet it doesn't happen. We see it as a setback, but Allah sees the full picture. We cannot. His plan is written with divine wisdom, where every delay, disappointment, and detour serves a purpose beyond our understanding. Allah says in the Quran, "Perhaps you dislike something which is good for you, and like something which is bad for you. Allah knows, and you do not know." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. When doors close, it's not rejection, it's redirection. Allah might be guiding you away from harm, timing your success for when your heart is ready, or aligning you with something far greater than what you're asking for. Every unanswered dua and every waiting season is a hidden form of mercy. The beauty of Allah's plan is that it's never random. Even your pain is precisely placed to lead you closer to your destiny. You may not see the wisdom now, but one day you'll look back and realize that every delay carried a blessing. Trust that Allah's timing is flawless, not early, not late, but always perfectly on time. 3. Hidden blessings in hardship. Every hardship you face carries a hidden blessing, a gift wrapped in difficulty that only patience and reflection can uncover. Often, when life becomes painful, we focus on what's being taken away, rather than what's being given through the experience. But Allah, in His infinite mercy, never allows a believer to suffer without purpose. Behind every struggle lies spiritual growth, purification, and a deeper connection with Him. Sometimes, the blessing isn't in what you gain, but in what you lose. Losing certain people, opportunities, or comforts may actually be Allah protecting you from future harm. Other times, He uses hardship to remind you to turn back to Him, to soften your heart, and to remove pride or attachment from worldly things. These are blessings in disguise, moments that guide you back to true reliance on Allah. When you begin to see pain as part of Allah's wisdom, your heart shifts from complaining to contentment. You realize that every tear, every moment of confusion, and every trial carries divine mercy within it. The blessing may not be visible now, but it's being written into your story with purpose, a reminder that Allah never afflicts without intending benefit. 4. Patience leads to reward. Patience is one of the most powerful qualities a believer can have. It's not simply waiting for something to happen, it's trusting Allah while you wait. Every moment you choose to remain calm instead of complaining, to keep faith instead of giving up, is recorded as an act of worship. Allah promises in the Quran, "Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without measure." Surah Az-Zumar 39:10. This means that the reward for patience is limitless, beyond what the human mind can comprehend. Patience transforms pain into strength. It allows you to endure hardship with dignity, knowing that Allah sees every struggle and hears every silent dua. Even when no one else understands what you're going through, Allah knows, and He is preparing a reward far greater than the trial itself. The beauty of patience is that it brings peace long before the situation changes. When your heart accepts Allah's decree, you stop fighting the process and start growing through it. Every second of patience adds light to your heart and raises your rank in the sight of Allah. Truly, patience is not weakness. It's the key that unlocks divine reward and lasting tranquility. 5. Faith. During uncertainty. True faith is tested not when everything is clear, but when life feels uncertain and confusing. It's easy to believe when prayers are answered, but real faith shines when the answers are delayed. In those silent moments, when nothing seems to move forward, your trust in Allah becomes your greatest strength. Faith during uncertainty means believing that Allah's plan is still unfolding, even when you cannot see it. Uncertainty teaches your heart to surrender. It strips away the illusion of control and reminds you that only Allah decides what's best. Instead of worrying about outcomes, you begin to focus on your connection with Him, on prayer, remembrance, and gratitude. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said, "Know that what has passed you by was never meant to befall you, and what has befallen you was never meant to pass you by." When you hold on to faith through the unknown, you are rewarded with clarity, peace, and strength that the world cannot give. Every moment of uncertainty becomes a bridge leading you closer to Allah. Even when the path feels dark, faith assures you that the light is near, because Allah never leaves a heart that truly trusts in Him. 6. Spiritual growth through trials. Trials are not barriers to your spiritual journey. They are essential parts of it. Every challenge you face invites your soul to rise above comfort and draw nearer to Allah. When life tests you, it strips away distractions and forces you to reflect on what truly matters. In those moments of struggle, your prayers become more sincere, your remembrance more consistent, and your heart more humble. These are signs of spiritual growth, transformations that can only happen through hardship. Trials also teach you qualities that peace never could: resilience, gratitude, humility, and compassion. Through difficulty, you learn empathy for others and discover the strength that was hidden within you all along. The pain you experience softens your heart and deepens your understanding of Allah's mercy. Every believer who has grown close to Allah has walked through storms that tested their patience and faith. Yet, it was through those very storms that their hearts were purified and their souls elevated. So, when hardship visits you, see it as an opportunity for spiritual refinement. Allah is not trying to break you. He's guiding you to become the person your destiny requires you to be. 7. Trust in Allah's wisdom. Trusting in Allah's wisdom means believing that everything He decrees carries purpose, even when it's beyond our understanding. Our human perspective is limited. We see only fragments of the story, while Allah sees the entire picture. Every event in your life, from the smallest inconvenience to the greatest heartbreak, is perfectly placed within His divine plan. Nothing happens by accident. When you trust Allah's wisdom, your heart finds peace even in confusion. You no longer demand answers to every why, because you know the one who knows why. His knowledge is complete, and His mercy surrounds every decision He makes for you. What appears as a setback might actually be the path to something greater, and what feels like loss may be protecting you from unseen harm. Trusting Allah doesn't mean life will be easy. It means you'll face life with certainty that He's guiding every step. When you surrender your worries to His wisdom, you begin to experience true tawakkul, the calm assurance that Allah's choice is always better than your own. And when His plan finally unfolds, you'll see how every unanswered prayer and every delay was a perfect piece of His mercy all along. My dear brothers and sisters, remember, every hardship you face is not the end, but the beginning of something beautiful that Allah is preparing for you. Keep trusting His plan, even when you can't see it. One day, you'll look back and realize it was all leading you towards something better. If this reminder touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Purpose Deen for more inspiring Islamic messages. Let's end with a positive prayer. Ya Allah, grant me patience and strength until your plan unfolds beautifully. Type Ameen in the comments if you truly believe that.